Hello everyone, my name is Dracoman and welcome back to another redstone video. In this video we are going to be, I'm going to be building my first redstone house, which basically is just going to be a house, and it's going to have a couple redstone contraptions inside it. That is going to make the house a little bit more interesting and a little bit more efficient as a house, I guess. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so I think for the house itself, I'm just gonna build like just a classic, like almost like a villager house, but maybe a little bit nice. Ooh, how big do we want this house to be? I think it would be fine if we just did just like on the interior, it would just be 5 by 5. Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like a nice size. And we can have some windows here, some more logs here. Well, yeah, we'll just put windows on all the sides here. Go with a nice cobble roof, I think. So here we have our nice little house that I built here. I added some flowers around the side here to make it a little bit aesthetic, and it's definitely missing something. There we go, that definitely added something. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you guys the interior. So we have the ceiling here with this like wooden beam holding up the roof, I guess one could say, and then I just put glass on either side of the door to open it up a little bit, and then here we can see our nice flowers out the back and on the sides here. And then on this is actually not carpet, this is stripped spruce log, because I don't really like the carpet texture. It's kind of rough and just edgy, and I don't know. It's not a very pleasant texture. It's kind of just like popping out. But this is a lot smoother and like rubbed together almost. And I don't know. It just feels a lot nicer to be walking on a carpet that looks like this than this. So I went ahead and added some lighting in here, and I just noticed that this chain is looking really wonky up there. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And now I have, there's nothing I can do about those chains. But I've decorated our house a little bit, and now we have storage, we have our bed, we have our furnaces, and we have our crafting here and our ender chest, of course. But it's time for the redstone, so we get to transform all of this stuff. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the crafting bench, and actually, can I just... Hey, look at that. Okay, so first what I want to do is dig down another layer, is bring this crafting table down by 2 blocks so that it's below floor level, because I need it to be below floor level, and you'll see why in a minute. Gosh, I can't talk. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swap this crafting table with a different thing that is going to be right here, and then the crafting table will be here. This thing will push outwards, pushing a new block right here, and then we'll double extend and push a new block back up to here so that we can have multiple things and functions for a crafting table with just like the click of a button. But I think the hardest part of this will probably be getting the double piston extender in and just getting all that to fit down there. Okay, I think I've come up with a system that I haven't really tested yet, but basically it's going to power this, and that might send off 2 pulses. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Might actually know why. Okay, I have good news. So if we press this button, you can see we have that short pulse there, and then we have another short pulse there. For some reason, if we didn't power this one here, and we put this one here on 4 ticks, I don't understand why this didn't work, because it's a 1 tick pulse going into a 4 tick pulse, and that should make these pistons down here push up and then pull back down again. But for some reason, it just doesn't work. So we'd have to shorten this to 3 ticks and then put another 4 tick pulse back here to extend the pulse by 1 tick. And then when we click the button, you can see it all works perfectly fine. I don't know why it's like that, but oh, you know what? I think it's actually because of this observer here, because this observer is sending a pulse and then making this piston right here just fire kind of weirdly. So we have that in, and now what we need to do is get this swapper thing working. Okay, I have wonderful news. So you can see this crafting bench is here above the floor level, and if we click this button, the double piston extender will come up, pull the crafting table downwards, and then this mechanism down here will switch the crafting table and this fletching table. We'll switch them around, and then I still need to work on the extension, but as you can see it did switch them. And then if we pop this up here and then click the button again, it switches them once more. So I think all we need to do is just get an observer around here somewhere, and then bring the pulse back around and fire this block here, I guess? Or maybe we could power this piston here instead. Yeah, because this is what starts it all. Okay, so I think if we did that, we're good to go. Oh my gosh, okay, it just worked. So I added an extra circuit so that these would only swap their blocks every other time I press the button. Or not every other time I press the button, but every other time this circuit was fired. And so as you can see, when I press this button... Oh, well, that's disappointing. But now that I've fixed it, you can see that when I press this button, it grabs the crafting table, swaps them, and pushes it back up. But it didn't flip again because of that piston there and that extra monostable circuit. And so when I press this button again, it still doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I've fixed everything. I've tested it. I know it works now. So if we press this button, you can see it grabs the table, and then swaps the tables and pushes the other table up. And then we can do it again. It swaps the tables and pushes the other table up just like that. Okay, this one has taken up so much time, and I don't know if I'll be able to finish the other ones, but I should be able to. I will finish them, but I just don't know if I'll be able to finish them tonight. But I should be able to. This thing is genuinely so cool. Watch this. Look at this. Press the button, it gets sucked down into the floor, and then a different one is pushed up. Press the button again, sucked down into the floor, and a different one is pushed. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be playing with this house so much when I'm done with this. Oh, this is gonna be so great. The next thing that I think I want to do is build a super smelter using just these two things here. And I'm going to have the super smelter come down this way under here and just loop around this way so that it doesn't mess around with any of this redstone here. And what I'm gonna have happen is I'm gonna put like whatever I want to smelt into here, and then whatever I want to like all the the coal or the fuel basically is gonna go in here. And then that's all going to drain into these two hoppers, which are going to go back and forth. Hopefully, it will go back and forth so that the coal will end up in here, and all the smelting items will end up in here. And I can do that pretty easily by just putting like an item filter on both of these. And so those items will just travel back and forth until they all get into their respective places. Hopefully. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, but I think we can just test it quick. So the test was successful. All of the different items went into their individual item things here. And so now all we need to do is... Oh yeah, also I had to switch these to chests because apparently you can't drain items out of a furnace, but a chest works just as well. And then this is going to be our output chest, which everything is going to be going into when it's all finished smelting. So we're just going to put our furnaces down here. I don't really know how many furnaces I'll need for like a really nice super smelter, but I think we'll just like go with whatever number. Oh gosh, actually we need to move all of these furnaces down a row because there's no way we're gonna get anything into the top of these. Now we just need to figure out how we're going to get it from down there into this chest right here, which is going to be really, really weird. So if we did this correctly and we put a stack of cobble in this chest here, all of these furnaces should turn on all at once. Yes? No? Oh! What are these doing in there? No. Those shouldn't be in there. Okay, I believe everything is working correctly now, so if you put another stack in, what will happen? What will happen then? Okay. I'm so confused. Oh wait, that's because it actually holds one before dropping it. So that just means I was doing it all wonkily. And then why is this one just not wanting to accept anything? Okay, this is a big moment. So all of the items have drained into these hoppers here, and then once I put this last piece of redstone in, they will all start spitting out their items very rapidly into this, into this water stream, which will then flow this way into this hopper, which will go into this dropper elevator thing, and that will put all the items into this chest here. The only problem that I know of right now is that I don't know if this dropper elevator works. So I guess we're about to find out once we put this in right here. Yeah, that failed. Well, I mean, we did it. You're not spitting, which is rather confusing. I don't really know why. What the heck? Why aren't these firing? Oh, it's happening. It's happening. They're all going in here. This thing is moving upwards. And we're not getting anything, it doesn't look like. Oh, wait, a torch burned out? Where did a torch burn out? Okay, so this whole thing should be working. Let's just put some extra coal in here just in case. And we will put the cobblestone in here, and we should hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work, but we should hopefully get a stack of stone from that chest there if we put a stack of cobblestone in this chest here. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Oh, here it comes. Looks like we have 4. Okay, it's kind of weird, but does it work? That's my main question. Does it work? So I think the first 4 was just like it cleaning some stuff out of its system right now. Like there's only I think there's only like 13 furnaces, which means it's only going to fill up the chest like 13 at a time or something. So obviously it's not going to do all of them all at once, but if I had more furnaces, obviously it would be going a little bit faster. But I think this is the home stretch here. There's 64. I don't hear anything else. Nothing else appears to have happened. Yes, okay, so there's our furnace system all complete. There's our stack of 64. And, I mean, it's working. That was the whole thing working. And I think now we can start working on our storage. And I think for this storage system, I'm just gonna like drop the floor out of here. Actually, can we... Yeah, I think we can actually do a 2x3 drop down. But I think that's the biggest we can go. We can't go any further this way. And yeah, we can't go any further this way either. Okay, so, I mean, I guess that's it. We're gonna have a 2x3 drop down. And it's just gonna be like a flying machine or something. Actually, maybe 2x2 would be best. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at 2x2. Right now, I'm really not sure this drop down floor is gonna work. We click this button here, it should take us down. Which it does wonderfully. Awesome. And then where would I be able to send it back up? Looks like right here, this piston needs to fire. Okay, so we'll have the button to send the piston back up, or send the flying machine back up, probably somewhere over here, and then we can have all of our accessories and chests or whatever down here for all our storage. Okay, I do believe we are done. So if we click this button here, of course nothing happens because I messed up. And there we have it. Now it all works. So if we click this button here, we can go up back into our little house here. And if we click this button here, we can go back down into our massive storage area. I guess as you could call this more of a basement, but we have all of our chests, as you can see. Well, I guess some of them just don't open. I guess some of them are just not made to open, you know. But we have our chests, which are all really nice, and we have some extra furnaces and this table here, and obviously we have to have an ender chest, so we have that. And then when we click this button here, we can go back up to the top. And here we are back in our house again. So I'm going to do a quick run through of everything I have built in our beautiful little house here. So let's go ahead and go inside. So the first thing we see here is a crafting bench switcher. So as you can see, this bench will go into the ground and then another bench will pop up. And then if we hit the button again, we can switch them around again to go into this one. The next thing we see here is a super smelter, but I mean it doesn't really look like a super smelter because the whole thing is underground, you know. But you put your coal in here, you put your cobblestone or whatever you want to smelt or cook in here, and then if you wait like a minute or something, the end result will come out of here, which is really, really handy. And of course the last thing, which I've already shown you actually very recently, is my underground storage, which is really, really nice, and there's a lot of chests and stuff, many of which you just straight up can't open. But you know, most of these you can open, and they're all generally pretty accessible. And then if we want to get out, of course we can just hit that button there and we will get pushed back out. So that is my little house. Well, apparently it's not mine anymore. So if you enjoyed that video, leave a like down below, and if you really enjoyed it, then consider subscribing because that'll help out a lot. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Also, something I forgot to mention during the video is that my account on Twitch is now well, it's up there. So if you go to the description in this video and you click on the link in the description, then you can go to my account on Twitch, and I will be streaming live hopefully on Sunday, I believe. I should be free on Sunday. If I'm not free on Sunday, I will make sure to tell you guys in some way. But yeah, so go check that out, and yeah, have a great day.